Let's continue on with the advanced inventory in our Posio Cloud. If you haven't yet, you'll want to watch the video about how to prepare the items in your database for use with the inventory documents. To continue on the same examples, we're going to go into our item grid here, and let's just look at our item set. So these are the ones we're going to work with. I made a filter to grab these same 5 ones so we know what we're working with. They've got a reorder number, and if I choose my inventory, I can see that they have a default supplier set as well. The inventory documents page lives right here in the items section. When we go into the inventory documents, we're greeted with the unposted documents. Right now I don't have any. There's a tab here for posted, and you can see any documents that you've already posted. There are 5 main types of inventory documents. We're going to focus on the order document today. If we hit the plus, we can see the different document types that we have to choose from right here. We have a receiving document, an order document, an adjustment document, a physical count document, and a transfer document. Again, let's focus on an order document. Now we're going to give it a name. And a PO number is required. If you don't have a PO number, that's up to you. You can put in a date or some number that is meaningful to you. Now we have to choose a supplier. Let's say it's these guys right here. Now the rest of this information is optional. If you know that they're going to put a separate tax on the invoice when you receive it, or they're going to charge you $50 of freight, or there's some other charges, you can add those there just to keep track of. If you know you're going to be on 60-day terms, you could put a 60 right in there. If you know the order's due to be received a few days later, you can choose whatever day that is. And if you have any notes, you can type them right in there however you want, just to keep track of something important. None of those are required. The only required things are the description, document type, the PO number, and the supplier. So now we hit create, and it takes us directly into our blank order. Okay, so now we're in our blank order. Up in the top right, you're going to see several buttons. On the far right is a plus. That's to add an individual item one at a time. So you open up this box right here. If you have a scanner attached to your computer, you can scan the barcode if you have the barcode in front of you, or you can click on the little icon right here and you get your familiar grid and you can search. When you find the one you want, choose it, hit confirm. It'll pull up all the info right here. You can choose whether you're going to order by units or cases. In this case, we're going to do a case. Let's say we're going to order 1 quantity, and let's say our cost is still 90 cents per unit. You can see here when we chose which item, we have our description, our brand, size, reorder number, price, and the cost that's entered, as well as margin and markup right there. Now, if the item that you're adding to this order is not yet in your database, you can click Add New Item right here, and it's going to take you over to your Add Item screen, and you can add all the information there and save it. And once you've saved it, it will bring you right back to your order right here. We're not going to do that this time. Let's just get back and choose our Coke product. Okay, so here we are. We've got our product. We're going to say we want to order a case, and we're going to order 2 of them, and the cost is 90 cents per can. Now we're going to click Add to Order, and it's going to add it into the order, and it's back here ready for the next one to be entered. Now you can see I typed in the reorder number in this case, and I didn't scan the actual barcode or enter the barcode. You can do it either way. As long as the reorder number is unique and not also a barcode of another item, you should be good. Now you can choose unit or case. It should default to the previous one that you just did. We're going to say we're ordering 2 of these as well. Again, we're 90 cents, all looks good, and we can add to our order. Now let's say that's all that's going to be on this order. Now, if I've made a mistake or I want to alter anything, let's say I want to change my mind and I want to actually order 3 of one of these, I can just come up here and click right on the item and change it easy enough. I'm going to click Update Order. If I want to change anything else about the item, like maybe the quantity in case or the description or anything about the item, I can click Update Item and it'll take me right to that item. I could save it and it'll bring me right back here ready to add to the order. So let's update this to 3. Now I've done that. And now you can see I have order quantity of 3, quantity in case of 24, my item cost is 90 cents, and that extends out to be $64.80. So that's showing how to add one item at a time. But let's say I want to handle my ordering a little differently. This next button right here is Add Multiple Item. If I click there, I can choose whether I'm going to be ordering by case or unit. Let's do case. I'm going to say I'm going to filter these by supplier. So I come down or just type and I find supplier name and I'll say equals, and I'm going to choose this Acme Co. I can click on preview to preview which items are in that vendor. You see them all there. When I'm happy with that, I could add another filter if I want. Let's just do that. Just for fun. This is how I have fun. Okay, let's choose a brand, Coke, now preview. So it's supplier and brand now. And these are all the items that are brand Coke and that supplier. And you could even add another one and say size equals 20 ounces because I'm going to be ordering just my 20 ounces today. So here we go. Now I've got just those items. I'm going to add. It's going to add to the order. Now, if there were thousands of items or hundreds of items, you would see a notification bell with a little 1 up here, and you click here to see your notifications, and it'll tell you when it's done working on it. It's going to take a few minutes if you have thousands and thousands of items. So now I have all my items listed into my order, and I can update the order quantity. If I want to just change this to a 3, and now I'm ordering 3 of that, it immediately hops down to the next line. I'll order 2 of those. I'll order 4 of those. And now I'm going to leave the other ones blank. Okay, so I have 3, 2, 4, and then 0, 0 of these cherry and vanilla. I'll skip ahead to this button, delete 0 quantity. If you want to click this, it'll take any items in your order currently that have 0 quantity ordered and take them right out of that order. So let's do that. And there we go. So we're left with only the ones we're ordering. The next button we have is to update the sales. If I click on there, I can choose a date range and hit update. And now it goes out to your item sales information and pulls in for that date range how many you sold. So we sold 30 units of this Coca-Cola item over whatever time period we chose. Now when you come up to reorder items here, you have various ways to reorder. You could reorder to quantity sold. That way you can see, okay, I sold 30 over the last week, let's say. That means I have to order 2 cases to replenish those 30 because there's 24 pieces per case and I need to get at least 30. So I'll order 2 cases, which is 48, and that replenishes the 30 that I've sold. That's how you do it for quantity sold. Now you see there's other options here, reorder to minimum, maximum, desired, and so on. So if we look at our items here, when we set up the item, we have entered a minimum, maximum, and desired quantity. So let's say we want to reorder this one to the maximum since that one's a little bit below. So I can come up here and reorder items, and I can say reorder to maximum, hit update, and now you see it's ordering 2 cases, which is going to be 24 per case, so it's going to order an extra 48 pieces, and that's going to bring me just over 200. My maximum number is 200, so I'm hitting the number that I'm trying to order. The last button up here is clear totals. If I click on that, I can clear everything, quantity ordered, quantity sold, or the cost. let's not do that right now because we want to look at how we post. So once we're happy with our order, we come back to inventory documents and we see the order in the unposted section. If you'd like to change the description, you can edit the header and change PO number, description, etc. But if you're happy with it, you just click on it right here, hit post, confirm, and there you go. Now it's going to live in this posted section if you ever need to review what came in with that order. It's important to note that you might want to use an order document even if you're just getting an invoice and you're not actually placing the order for future receiving. The order document allows you to use more of the functionality we just looked at, like adding multiple items at a time. That's up to you. Take a look around and do what works for you. Thanks for watching this video walkthrough. For more information, email support@insightrs.com or visit us at insightrs.com.